You might be surprised to learn that 23% of shoppers plan to support small businesses this year when they're shopping for Mother's Day. And 42% of shoppers plan to go online to search for a unique gift for their moms. Now that is perfect for anyone who is in e-commerce or has a shop on Etsy and is selling items. In this video, we're going to go over search engine optimization. Those are the words that you're using in your title and in your tags on Etsy so that shoppers can find you. We're going to go over the strategy that I use, and I have another tutorial or SEO video, and I will link it down in the description below, that really takes a deep dive into my SEO strategy. But today, this video is part of a 3-part series. The first one, and I'll also link that down in the description if you missed it, 10 awesome Mother's Day niches that will make you money this Mother's Day. And the second video is all about finding the SEO that we need to use for one of those niches. I've picked one for us to dig into. And then the third video, I'll take what we talk about today and build designs for the SEO or that search engine optimization, those phrases and those tags that we're going to be collecting today. Simply Shauna here, and if you're a subscriber, I welcome you back. And if you're new here, we welcome you and we hope you'll become a subscriber today. On this channel, we talk all about entrepreneurship. Specifically, I share my journey on Etsy. I was a 4th grade school teacher until about 6 months ago, where I quit my 4th grade teaching job to pursue my Etsy shop and entrepreneurship full time. I am now making over double what I did as a 4th grade school teacher, and I'm only a little over 2 years into my Etsy journey. If I can do it, you can do it too. All right, so let's get into the SEO that we're going to use for Mother's Day. And this is really an evergreen niche, meaning it will sell all year round. It could sell again at Christmas. It could sell throughout the year for whenever someone's buying a gift for mom, for her birthday, or at different times. So just keep in mind that the work that you're doing for Mother's Day could pay off throughout the year. The SEO part of this is so crucial because this is how customers are finding us. Etsy is a search engine, and people come onto Etsy and they type things into the search bar, and that's how Etsy knows how to match the customer with the seller. So as the seller, it is worth our time and our energy to do our research. We want to make sure that we understand what terms are getting people found for their Mother's Day items, and that we put really well-matched terms for our items so that when they land in front of people, they're likely to click on our items. So the niche that we're going to be finding SEO for, and again, if you missed that niche video, I so encourage you to go back and watch it. It is absolutely value-packed with so many great ideas, so many different ways you could go with niches, more than you'll ever be able to tackle. You just have to choose 2 or 3 and focus there. Today, we're going to do mom plus hobby or passion or activity is how I had said it in the video. We're going to do mom specifically plus garden. Now, this is a spot where my mom really loves. She loves to garden. She's always in the garden. Before I was an Etsy shop owner, I had bought my mom gardening shirts. But now I can make her super duper, really unique, very personalized, cute ones. And in the next video, which is my favorite part, we're going to do design. So I'll just get really, we'll have a lot of fun together in the next video where we're doing the design. But before we get to the designing process, we've got to do our due diligence. We've got to do our work. We've got to jump on and we've got to do our research and make sure we have solid blocks of SEO. We are about to jump on the computer and search for our SEO. Walk you through the process with me. But before we do, I want to show you this SEO checklist. It'll look familiar if you did watch that first SEO tutorial that I put out. And again, I will link that down below. We are looking for 5 things. These are the 5 things that I look for every time I do my SEO research. Every time I sit at the computer and look for, what I'm going to put in my title and my tags, this is what I do. I look for 1, bestsellers. I'm going to show you a hack. I saw it first on Cassie Johnson's channel. We're going to show you that in just 1 second. That's going to pull all the bestsellers to the very front page. 2, we're looking for listings that have 20 in the cart. 3, we're looking to get titles from different shops. We do not want to pull all of our inspiration from the same shop. 4, we want to have at least 1 smaller shop, and that's because these larger shops that are ranking for these terms, if we just go with that, I like to go with a smaller shop, because if they've been able to rank with their terms, that's telling me some really good stuff about their terms, the phrases that they're using. I like to look for at least 1 smaller shop. And then I like to have at least 3, ideally maybe more like 5, chunks of SEO or titles. So the first process is us going to be going through and collecting 3 to 5 titles with all of these things in mind. And then a little bit later, I'll show you how I use Everbee. They do have a free trial that you can use. You get so many searches a month. I think it's 15. That's how I started, and then I quickly moved over to the paid tool. I do have a link for them down in the description. Again, you can try them out for free, and you don't have to use Everbee. You could use the whole process that I'm doing, and I did do this without Everbee for the first year and a half that I was doing this. But it has made it much easier for me, and we will polish off the title and the tags at the end using Everbee. It's time to hop on the computer and get our research done. But before we do, if you are enjoying this content, if you wouldn't mind smashing that like button, I'd be so appreciative of that. It'll let me know that you're enjoying this content. It'll let YouTube know to show you more content like this. Also, now is the time to let me know what you'd like to see in that design video. I'll be looking at these comments as I'm starting to put the design video together. If there's something specific you're hoping that I'll cover in the design video, let me know. All right, let's hop on the computer. Here we are on Etsy, and I've got my little sign in the corner there, which means that I am in an incognito window, or a separate tab in Google. I've put mom shirts in the search bar, and now I'm going to filter by star seller. So that doesn't really help us find the best sellers. We really want to find best sellers. But Etsy got rid of the bestseller filter, and I heard this first on Cassie Johnson's channel recently. Look up here. There's a hack. Look up here where it says star in the search bar. We're going to highlight that. It's going to jump over here, but that's okay. Here it is. We're going to replace the word star with best, and whammo, we just filtered by bestsellers. So this is going to make finding our bestsellers so much easier. And so everything pretty much up here is going to be bestsellers. Over here we have a filter where I can filter by relevancy or recent. I'm going to keep this filtered by relevancy right now. I kind of go back and forth. Relevant is going to give me more t-shirts, but recent is going to give me more designs that just recently sold. So I kind of go back and forth, but I also wind up with, SVGs and PNGs and that kind of stuff with recent. So this top row is all ads, and I'm not interested in doing my research with the ad ones, the listings that have ads. So every other column usually is going to be the ones without ads. So here we have a sweatshirt actually, but here's the bestseller badge over here to the left, which is recent for them to be putting it over there. And we've got our 20 in the cart. So we're looking for that bestseller and that 20 in the cart. And I'll just kind of be collecting some of these up here, and you'll kind of see at the top that the tabs kind of just stay at the top. And I'll have a collection at the end after I've popped into a couple that I'm interested in. And I'm just kind of scrolling down. I see this one here. Now, it does say comfort colors right there in the beginning. I have my 20 in the cart. I'm a bestseller. Unless I'm doing comfort colors, we don't want to use that term. But I might, see some other things in there that I like, some other phrases. We'll pop into this one. We've got a bestseller, 20 in the cart. And I do want to find one from a smaller shop as well. And I do want to make sure I pull them from different shops. So I will be mindful of that when I go to collect, my 3 to 5 mom phrases here, that I've done that. Here I see another one. And we've got our bestseller. We've got our 20 in the cart. just looking, right now I'm just looking for SEO. I'll do a second scan of this when I'm ready to design and get, jot down ideas for designing. We've got our bestseller, 20 in the cart in that one. And here's another. Pop in there. And again, bestseller, 20 in the cart. So this hack for getting the bestsellers all to the front page is just priceless. Again, we can thank Cassie for that. I saw it first on her channel. All right, so I'm just going to kind of go through and I'll just keep collecting a couple of these. And then in a minute, I'm going to just copy and paste the titles that I really like, 3 to 5 of them, over into a Word document and kind of keep track of them. And we're going to do the same process here in just a second with garden lover shirts. Now I've gone ahead and opened a Word document on the left side of my screen, and this is what I usually do. And I just go through the listings that I was gathering and I copy and paste the blocks of SEO over. I noticed I didn't have one from a smaller shop, so I just went in and found this one. This shop has 336 sales, so they're a smaller shop, and I just wanted to make sure I got at least one of those blocks from a smaller shop. Now I'm just going to clean this up a little bit with words I don't think I'm going to use. Leopard print, if it works for one of the designs, maybe I'll use it, but I don't think it's going to work for most of them. I'm busy growing a human shirt, funny pregnancy shirt, I'm going to take that out. Premium men, women unisex shirt. I don't want to use that. I'm taking that out. I'm on the fence down here with trendy mom sweater. I'm going to be focusing on shirts, so I'll just change the word, but I don't know about trendy. We'll see. I'll leave it for now. And now it's time to just kind of look for repeated phrases. We want to use the ones that are used the most in our own SEO blocks because they must be working really good to be in lots of bestsellers. So here I have highlighted in pink Mother's Day gift and Mother's Day shirt. So I've jotted those over to the side, and I'm not necessarily going to keep them in the same order. The very first phrases that you use are kind of the prime real estate of your SEO block. So I'll probably use something else in the very front, but right now I'm just kind of gathering and thinking. Now I've highlighted in blue, I see a lot of mama shirt or mama t-shirt. So here I have mama script shirt, mama t-shirt, both of those with a dash, mama t-shirt with a dash again, girl mama sweatshirt. I'm just thinking I'm going to change the word shirt, sweatshirt to shirt. I may do all of these on sweatshirts as well, and then I can flip them all back to sweatshirt. They've got mama sweatshirt there again. And I just wanted to clear something up here. A lot of people asked after my first SEO video, which I will link down in the description below. It goes a deeper dive into all of the parts of the SEO. Here we're just tackling title and tags. But a lot of people asked, am I using this same block of SEO just once or on many listings? And the answer is many of my listings. So for a second here, let's just look at all these words that are adjectives that I may change just here or there, tweak specific listings as I, get more specific and kind of, play around with different designs. I'm pointing out the word here, sarcastic, funny, boho, cute, retro, floral, custom, and girl, comfy, trendy. These are words that I may swap out on some designs. So the block of SEO will stay the same for the most part. Just take me a couple seconds. If a certain design goes better or really works with this more specific adjective, then I'll swap it out and I'll go ahead and use that. For example, I know custom and also the word personalized are, really highly searched words. So if I am going to create a drop-down menu and let, moms pick the names of their children or maybe pick a different title, like maybe they could pick mom or mama or mommy, then I definitely want to use the word custom in those specific listings. Back to our title over here. So I haven't been highlighting everything that I'm doing. I'm just kind of pulling some of the words that I like and I'm collecting them in my tags and in my title. So I went ahead and added the word custom to the second phrase in my title there. So now it says custom mom shirt. And I can always swap out the word custom for one of those other adjectives if it works better in that particular listing. And then for my tags, we get 13 of them, and we want to use all 13. So far, I've got Mama T-shirt with a dash because that's the first phrase that I used, and I like to use my first phrase again in my tags. I don't want to do that for all of my phrases. While you are more likely to show up for somebody if the phrase that they searched is in your title and in your tags, there's just no way to know exactly what people are going to be searching, and you would be losing a lot of opportunities to have other, be found for other search terms. So I only use the first one or two that I put in my title, also in my tags, and then I use the rest of my tags as new opportunities for, being found for other phrases. I also added in my tags mom shirt, shirt for mom, gift for mom, gift for her, gift for wife, shirt for her. And if you did watch the Mother's Day niches video that is in this series and comes before this video, then you'll know that I, kind of pointed out that not just children are buying their parents, their mom, a Mother's Day gift. Husbands, sisters, moms are buying their daughters also, these Mother's Day gifts. So those tags can kind of help be found for those types of searches. Now we've got some great mom SEO, but we still want to have that garden, that, love for gardens, that gardener SEO in our title and our tags. So we're going to go in and do the same process again. I did it separately. Well, the reason I do it separately for this type of listing, I also just want, throughout the year, if someone's buying a present for someone who likes to garden, I want my items to pop up for those types of searches. So we're going to go in and we're going to just kind of mix in this garden SEO. Now you could take, this part of the SEO that we've done already, the research that we've done for moms, and let's say you do gardening. So we're going to do the garden SEO, or let's say now I want to go do, yoga, and I'm going to do mom yoga stuff. So I could, keep what I already have searched. I already have that done. That part of the work is finished. And I can now just go do the part where I'm going to research the yoga terms, or whichever hobby, whichever passion, sport, or interest that I want to mix in with my mom shirts here. So now let's go in and get some Garden Lover SEO, or title and tags. I'm not signed in once again. I've got Garden Lover shirt in the search bar, and I'm going to do all filters, star seller, and we're going to do our hack. We're going to go up to the bar up here, and we're going to remove the word star, and we're going to put best. And now we're going to have all of our best sellers right on the first page. This is just golden information. Thank you, Miss Cassie Johnson. If you're not a subscriber on her channel, definitely check her out. And now we can just go through, and I'm just going to go through and I'm going to click on a couple. I'm going to try to find at least one that's, from a shop that's not as big, a smaller shop. And I'm going to look for my 20 in my carts and my best sellers, and I'm just going to collect a few. Here I've grabbed 4 sets of SEO, 4 blocks of our search engine optimization words, our words that are going to help us get found by customers. And I noticed that Plant Mom shirt was in here. I liked that one. Plant Lover gift, gardening shirt, and botanical t-shirt. Now, I noticed gardening shirt was here a couple times. I also noticed that the word gardening was in several forms kind of throughout. I noticed it was in phrases where it just said garden, gardener, and gardening. So far in my title, I've got gardening, but I kind of want to keep, be mindful of this because I'd like to squeeze in garden and gardener somewhere because I saw this kind of just repeated throughout these different blocks. Something else I want to be mindful of is to swap out the word shirt here and there. I want to use t-shirt with a dash. I want to use t-shirt without a dash, shirt, tees. These are all kind of different ways that I want to be found for any one of those combinations. So even if I don't see that in one of my phrases, and I use the word shirt like 5 times because I keep seeing that in my phrases from the titles and tags that are working, I'm going to pop some of those, just the word shirt out, and I want to replace it with some of those. Etsy has said that we don't have to worry about plurals, so we don't have to worry about, showing shirt and shirts. It should pop us up in front of someone regardless of whether they've used the plural form of the word or not. Now I think we're just about there, so I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste right into my listing here. I see I've got it just about right. I've only got 2 characters left. Can't do a whole lot with that. So our title is done. And I've gone ahead and just copied my tags right off of our document that we had there. And we have 6 left. So now we're going to polish this process off by heading over into Everbee and picking our last couple of tags. One of the reasons I love to use Everbee to finish this up is because it will show you all the tags someone is using for their listing. So we could easily see the title, but the tags are harder to discover. And not only does it show you each of the tags or the keywords, here they are, these are their tags, it will show you the search volume that, how many people are searching on Etsy for these terms. So we've got gardening shirt, 1,006 people, this is per month, that are searching that. So this is great information. And I like to just look at a couple of listings and see if, I like to use some of the ones that are a little more specific. So I think I already used gift for her, if I remember correctly, in my tags. So now I'm looking more for garden related ones that are a little bit more specific. Takes just a second because it's downloading a lot of information. And then I can see how many times a shirt has sold in the last, when it was listed, how many times it's sold, and get an idea of how successful it is. But what I'm really looking for right now, I already know it's a bestseller, that's why I'm looking it up. I'm just perusing these different, gardener t-shirt here with a dash, that's $397, but it's really nice and specific. Flower t-shirt with a dash, lower search volume, but very specific. Botanical shirt there with 1,075, that would work for some designs. From that research, I've decided to go with gift for gardener, plant lover tee, gardener gift shirt, nature shirt, flower lover shirt, and gardening gift. There's no absolute right or wrong to this. You might have chosen different ones, and that's totally okay. But what we've done here, if we've gone through this process, we're all gonna, kind of gravitate towards different words. But we've done our research. There is solid, the solid reasons for each of the choices that we're making here. And now I've just gone ahead and copied and pasted them into our listing. And now we've used all 13 tags. Notice I don't use any tags like just the word shirt or anything like that. They're all more specific than that. So for example, instead of shirt, I might have had mom shirt. Instead of gift, I would have gift for gardener. As a matter of fact, I might go add custom to the second tag there for a mom shirt. If it fits, I think it will, custom mom shirt. I hope you have found so much value from this video. I hope that the mystery of SEO is becoming unraveled for you a little bit. I know I just struggled through that for probably the entire first over a year. Just constantly second guessing myself, constantly feeling like, well, should I use this phrase or should I use this phrase? Did I use the right phrase? Is this what someone's gonna pop in? Stop second guessing yourself. Use a strategy that works. Use a strategy that works and just lean into the idea that, you're making research-based decisions. And I can't say that enough times. Research-based decisions. Research-based decisions. This is what you want to do. You always want to make sure that you're going back to the research. And when we get into the design video, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do research-based decisions. And I'll walk you through all of those types of decisions that I'm making. If you did find value from this video, I hope you'll smash the like button. And I hope that you'll become a subscriber if you're not already, especially if you don't want to miss the design video that will be coming out shortly. If you are still here, I bet you're waiting for that tip from Tucker. But before I let him take it away, I just want to thank you for being here, for watching, and I do hope that you are so successful in all of your entrepreneurship endeavors, especially if you have started an Etsy shop. And Tucker, take it away.